surface. Everything heavy falls. There's never been a time in history in any sense of science where a heavy material was lifted by a lighter material. It doesn't work like that.
But it does seem like a lot of this heavy shit is like not on the surface. That's why they like mine it.
What do you mean?
You know?
We have a whole
like iron ore. When have you ever like been like walking around and like, oh, here's a chunk of iron ore or like silver ore?
Dude,
it's like a lot of stuff is mined like deep or like coal.
Dude, when you say deep, what do you mean? In comparison to what? The deepest we've ever gotten is the deepest we've ever gotten is 2 miles, and that barely scratches the surface. If I was to draw a representation of the Earth, that's
you know what I mean by deep. I mean like it's not just like laying there.
No, I don't know what you mean. I'm asking you a simple question. When you smelt gold, where do you find it? Every single time, where is it? Where do you look? At the very bottom.
What Clay is saying is that if you go further enough into the atmosphere and you breathe in deeply, you'll get the heavy metal in your lungs. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is if there's ever been a time on this planet's history where everything has been absolutely heated to magma status, all that heavy metal would go straight to the center. When you're smelting gold, when you take something that is impure and you're purifying the gold out of it, where do you look to find the gold? At the very bottom. Why? Because it's the heaviest and densest of all the elements that's in that particular mixture. You're looking for the heaviest.
Yeah, but how do you know there's not like a heavier element that we don't know of because it's at the center and the light stuff like gold and stuff?
Did you seriously just ask me that question?
You said yourself they've only ever gone. You said they've only ever gone like 2 miles.
You're not listening at all to me, are you? You're just not listening. You're not hearing what I'm saying. When you purify metals, when you
Twisted Metal was a game where you could play with these combat vehicles. So like if you had a police car, you could have machine guns in it, or an ice cream truck.
If I want to hear a hat with a propeller on the top of its opinions, I will jiggle my zipper, and you will come running. Shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about.
Twisted Metal is a video game, though. Right there. You have to look it up because you don't know about it because you're too young. But there used to be a game called Twisted Metal on PlayStation, and like.
You must have heard me jiggle my zipper, bro. You're not talking about anything that's relevant to this conversation.
You don't know what Twisted Metal is, and that's okay.
You don't know what you're talking about, dude. You really don't.
Twisted Metal was a video game where you could blow up,
which is completely irrelevant to this conversation. Thanks for interjecting. Absolutely nothing relevant to this conversation. Answering questions that nobody asked. Do me a favor, Daniel. Go find someone else. Go find someone else to hang out with and pester.
I was hauling silica sand.
No.
Fracking
I want to know what you're doing, Dustin.
Dustin was still on diapers.
I'm trying to have a productive conversation.
In the world of Dustin right now.
All right, thanks.
We're talking about heavy elements.
I might be back for another one, but don't know.
Why are you talking about heavy elements?
Because I'm trying to make a point.
What's your point?
Daniel's a dipshit faggot.
Oh, okay.
His point is that we all are nothing.
Daniel's a dipshit faggot. That's my point.
Oh.
There's no question about it. I'm glad you asked me though, Daniel.
Oh. Yeah. That was very edifying of you, Dustin.
Well, it's better than talking about.
Yeah, I mean, he does. It's a valid point. That's one I'm going to take home with me tonight.
Hey, Daniel, do you listen to your female preachers?
Do I have female preachers?
Do you listen to your female preachers? No? Are you sure? I don't know, bro. I think you have female preachers. I bet you. If you ever had a wife, she'd be the head of the household.
But you also didn't know.
I bet you. If anybody ever broke into your house, she'd be the one you send down. I bet you. If there was ever someone breaking into your house, you'd send your wife before you'd go. I'll put money on it, Daniel.
You're thinking about Anson, Dustin.
No, I'm thinking about him. I'm thinking about him. I'm thinking.
Honey, can I go on the live stream with my friend?
I'm thinking about you, bro.
Daniel's not a dipshit.
You wanted to know. You wanted to know what's going on in my world, Daniel. I'm telling you right now.
Dipshit that goes too far.
Daniel is the richest man I know. So
Daniel's a little bitch.
He somehow figured
Daniel's the bitchiest man you know. Bitch.
No, that guy's got more money than Carter's got pills.
Yeah, I bet you he uses it to fucking send whores to fight his battles for him. I don't.
No, he doesn't fight battles. He pays people to like
Yeah.
end people.
Oh well. Good luck trying to find me.
Daniel's got that kind of money. You'll be like, "Let's fight," and Dan will be like, "Yeah, I'm down to fight," and he'll send like
He'll
some
send
like
his old lady.
to like shoot
He'll
you.
send his old lady
Even worse,
with nail polish.
He'll send
He'll send his old lady with
nail.
nail polish.
he'll send a Dominican.
Ooh, I'm
sends
scared.
dick to
Ooh,
us.
ooh, I'm scared. I'm so scared. He'll send his lady priest. Oh no. What's he gonna do? Read the Bible at me? Oh no. I'm so scared.
That might work for you. Dan Pazzi,
the
you spelled
fuck
my
up,
name
Will.
wrong. It says Danielle. It's Daniel. Don't do that to me, Dan Pazzi.
No,
I
he's
love-
correct. He's
I do
absolutely
that every
correct. No,
single
I wish I
time.
would have thought of that. Your name's Daniel from here on in. Danielle.
Danielle.
From here on in, Danielle. Daniela.
Say,
You're
Danielle.
Daniela pussy bitch. From here on in.
Danielle, I have a question
I
for
always-
you. I want to do my nails.
You should get.
Oh my God, Dan! Did I tell you
You
about
should get
the
with Lady
gift card
Aiden.
at the nail
Lady
salon?
Aiden and Danielle.
Lady Aiden and Danielle.
Yeah, did I tell you about the gift card?
No,
Dan?
you didn't.
And the gay nail
Oh,
guy.
oh,
So I go
yeah.
in,
No, you did tell me that.
and I've never been in a nail place, and it's like all Asians, and there's a gay Asian man, and he's like, I'm like, yeah, do you have gift certificates? And he's like, yeah, we got gift
We have gift
certificates.
certificates.
And he like literally took a fucking piece of paper, like a little yellow, like sticky note, and wrote $100 on it and gave it to me.
$100.
Did it
So
say
I'm like-
$100 with an A at the end?
No, it was like the money
Okay.
symbol. But I'm like, dude, this is like a generic like sticky note. I could like write so many gift cards now for my wife.
Now that you know the secret, it saves so much money.
I'm like, what?
You could be like George
Yeah.
Floyd. You just walk into dollar store with your $100 post-it note, and you're like, "I'd like everything, please."
Is counterfeit post-it note?
I asked him too. I'm like, how much is it to like get your nails done? He's like, oh no, could be 40, could be 400. Just like,
Depends if you have the sticky note or
that
not, right?
answers a lot. Yeah.
Dude, Dan, there's a reason. There's a reason that I'm no longer there because you think you have some right or some power over what I say. There's a reason I'm not there anymore, Dan. You have
Well,
no
I don't
ability.
know what you mean
chose
by
grasshopper.
being there,
Doesn't
Daniel,
matter.
Dustin. But
Dan
Wait, are you
Pazzi, I'm not talking
talking-
to
Dustin, are you
you.
talking to
I'm
Dan
talking to
Pazzi?
Dan
he's
Pazzi.
talking about
Danielle.
Twisted Metal. I think I know what Dustin's trying to say.
He never
So-
got
You're a
past
pussy bitch.
Sweet Tooth. He never
He-
got past Sweet Tooth.
He didn't. Once he saw
Uh.
Sweet Tooth, he folded.
Yeah.
I like Twisted
Or-
Metal Part 2 the best.
Story
That was a
old
good
as time.
I
Twisted
bet
Metal
either
Black.
one of you would run away from a shovel if it ever came down to digging a hole.
Run away from a shovel?
I bet if we were all in,
I bet
in
you-
prison,
I bet
would
you-
keep on sucking
You
us
would
off.
quit long before it was ever even worth paying you to do it.
Daniel Pazzi, you are forgiven. God forgives, and I forgive. All right. So your question is, who wants to do manual labor, or what was your question?
You like my
What
shirt?
I'm saying is that you're a bitch in no uncertain terms.
Okay. Pretty neat, Dustin.
Hi, Daniel. How are you today, little guy?
I'm doing all right. It's Cinco de Mayo. Feliz. Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
Did you know Mexicans in Mexico don't really celebrate Cinco de
Nah,
Mayo like they do? in
No,
America?
it's like St.
It's like way more popular
Yeah,
here.
it's like St. Patrick's Day. I feel like, or maybe even more so, because in Ireland, St. Patrick's Day is not that big of a deal either.
Daniel celebrates Cinco de Mayo by eating Ruffles then dipping them in mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's very Mexican
That-
cuisine for me.
That is his celebration of Cinco de Mayo.
It's like a less spicy version of French onion dip. I just use this mayo here.
Exactly, yeah. And low sodium mayo.
And low sodium Miracle Whip.
Oh.
Dude, I fucking hate Miracle Whip,
No, you
honestly.
I never even tried it. Is it terrible?
Yeah, I do. It's like a sweet, sugary mayo.
Oh, gross. Yeah, I like Duke.
Dustin hates Miracle Whip more than he hates Daniel. which is
Danielle.
Danielle.
Dan, you yell at people.
Did you have some?
Dan used to have some weirdo like foreigner in his chat, and he'd be like, "Daniel probably have red panty on."
Oh yeah, I used to have a lot of like
funny.
gay people that stalked me. There's still a few, but yeah.
Gay people?
It was like an Indian man. It was like a man in India, and he's just like, I imagine Daniel is wearing purple panty today.
He was
have a
Muslim
confession
too,
to make.
and I confronted him about that. I'm like,
me the
in your own
entire
religion, this
time.
is wrong. So stop.
It was me the entire time,
Yeah.
but we don't have a priest here, but we have an Orthodox.
Guess what
close
city
enough.
that is?
If you guessed his first name, I would believe you, Lupin. What was this guy's name? Don't tell him, Clay.
Panty Man.
No, no. Good guess though.
So
Yeah.
Daniel, are you going to start the new church movement, the church mothers? What the church mothers thought about the Bible and their opinions? Do you think you should spearhead that idea? Do you feel God calling you to do that?
Like be a Protestant?
Why are you so obsessed with Twisted Metal today, dude?
I don't know. I'm trying to get back to the
It was
point.
a good game.
I'm trying to get back to the point of what I was saying
Smuggler's
before.
Run.
You know, because like I was having a conversation,
Smuggler's Run was
and
similar.
we were getting somewhere. Like I was making points, right? And then
I'm sure you were,
somebody comes
Dustin.
in.
Yeah, someone
Actually,
came
what?
in here and just ruined it all.
Yeah,
This
just
beautiful
decided
Your
to
point is
that Dustin
invalid
was
spearhead
though, because
what's invalid about
Metal.
it? What's invalid about it?
because Twisted Metal is nowhere near as good as Smuggler's Run, and obviously that shows by the anniversary edition, and like how many people bought it.
Daniel, I have a question.
Smuggler's Run though, you can choose your own character. Like you were stuck with the one.
Yeah.
Daniel,
was-
I have a question.
So
Who
Saints Row was a little bit better.
Who was
Dude,
Orthodox
Lupin,
Saints.
shut up and
Saints
let
Row the
hey
third
hey
was
hey,
like-
gangster's trying to speak.
The sequel was better. The Orthodox.
Shut up,
Saints.
Lupin.
What are you gonna do about
Dustin would like the weapon you get at the end of Saints Row the
it?
Third.
The dildo.
That would be his favorite weapon. Yeah,
Oh,
the giant
Daniel,
dildo
I have a
bat.
question. Who was that guy Bumble? You say it was.
What, are
trying
you
to call-
jealous? You can borrow it if you want, Clay.
Which guy's
You can
problem?
go,
I would
you
buy
can-
one of those if I saw it just
You
to
could
have
go
it.
plug yourself, bro.
As long as it.
Could you imagine if like I was
you
gonna
just haven't watched it.
road raging and you jump out with a dildo
Yeah.
bat?
But,
I imagine it'd probably be the most viewed YouTube on. Oh, go ahead, Gigi.
Oh, that's all right. Daniel, who was that guy? You say he was trying to call pesos on you.
Oh yeah, his name is actually Draco.
What's his problem with you?
Well, his real name's
Yeah.
Wyatt actually, but what's his problem?
He's like
Yeah,
a
he's
kid.
he's young.
They're teenagers.
Yeah,
dude.
they have nothing going on in their lives, so like I guess I'm the biggest deal in their life, which I get.
You priest, and just attract them all, don't you?
Well, Dan Pazzi is saying that Dustin might be
This was
attracted to me
before
right
that.
now, and I need to wear a shawl or something. Like I need a head covering.
Put them in a burqa.
Yeah,
At least he knows who would be the female.
here we go. You can't see me anymore.
Where are you going?
Dude, I
Too
gotta
bad you're
drive through
not.
the city like all fucking day today, just going
I'm
back
not
and
gonna
forth.
lie, Dan. Like whatever you have on your head looks like a vagina. Like honestly, this might be making it worse.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, that's what I sleep in. So
Well, there's a lot of things.
There's no way you sleep in vagina. I doubt there's no way.
I mean,
Bro,
it's
with your
blanket that
Thomas
he's talking
Chris looking
about.
ass, there's no way anybody's sleeping next to you.
No,
Thomas
no.
Crook?
I'm too ugly for a woman to love me.
Dan used to have a maternity pillow he would sleep with that looked like a wedge of cheese.
Oh, you're talking about the
And that
sushi
was
pillow?
funny.
The sushi pillow?
No, it was like a maternity pillow. It was just like a big wedge. It's like the same kind
Oh,
of shit
I
my
know what
wife
you're
had when
talking
she was
about.
like 8 months
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah, I got that from
I'm like, why
my
do you
dad,
have
I
this?
think. I think my dad got it for me. It was like when I was sick with an upper respiratory problem. So like it would raise me. It raises you up while you sleep. It's good for you if you have that.
A baby?
Now, when you said dad,
Or
did
yeah,
you mean
baby.
mom?
An upper respiratory illness, like I said originally, but yeah, a baby too.
Who's a guy who they keep calling you? I'm gonna take a guess. Like, I don't know who it is, but I'm gonna say it's the dude from Who Killed Roger
The
Rabbit. No,
What are you talking
who?
about?
they keep calling you an actor or something, like some actor's name. I don't know who. Dustin just said it.
Thomas Crooks is not an
Who,
actor.
Dan?
Thomas Crooks is the guy who took a pop shot at Donald Trump. He looks just like Thomas Crooks. Look at him.
Yeah, but
Put a
Oh,
side
I
by
thought.
side up and tell me that is not
yeah,
Thomas Crooks right there.
What if Dan turns? Because Thomas Crooks had like no chin at all.
I
So if you turn to
mean,
the side, then it looks
I
different.
I I still I
But like
still
head on,
think
it
he's
does look
done. I still
similar.
think he's Thomas Crooks, bro.
I always thought he looks more like Elliot Page.
Oh,
I-
Paige.
Like Ellen DeGeneres?
apparently the
Yeah.
Protestants don't want Dustin Buckin on their team, according to Dan Pazzi. Are you a
Who
Protestant,
cares? They're
Dustin,
not
or are you something
Protestants.
different?
They're pagans. They're not Protestants. They're pagans. It's pagans, guys, mysteries over there. It's not Protestants. They're pagans, bro.
Pagan Guys Mysteries.
Absolutely. They have like a Scooby Doo van and everything.
I'd actually watch that.
Pagans, guys, mysteries over there. They got the mysterious gypsy.
Watching anything them or Tim do after I found out or who like was touching kids or whatever.
Sam.
The mystery.
Fuck that.
Sam.
That'd be the grand finale.
I don't know who. I just heard about it, and then someone sent me his Facebook pic, and it looks really gay.
Is that Brother Park?
He's very happy.
Yep, it's Brother Park.
What if it was Gigi? I heard something about Gigi's Facebook.
Oh,
Did
you're
Pike
crazy.
actually join? Is he in here right now?
Yeah.
Did he used to Did you used to smoke cigarettes? Because why? How come every time you're talking, you have like a pen in your hand and you keep flicking it?
Well, I let go
Like
of the
put it in your
cigarettes,
mouth.
but I traded them out for crack.
Did
And
you?
Satan?
Oh
gotta
no, I
get
thought
these
that
if
was
you
the
used to
medication
smoke.
you got from your doctor, though.
That was Brother Pie.
Crack and Satan, it's a hell of a combination. Anyway, I just wanted to go and talk a little bit about Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm glad Dustin brought that up today because it is a good game, like a classic.
Everything else he was saying, I wasn't really down with, but when he started talking about Twisted Metal, my ears perked up.
yeah, you could have been like Tim.
Didn't you
and
say you wanted to know what was going on in my world? I could have
you could have
sworn that
been
was
like
something you
Tim.
said.
You could have been down with the clowns.
Yeah.
Dustin's like, I've been playing Twisted Metal all day. I'm like, heck yeah, Dustin.
Tim's
Well,
like, you're not a juggalo. I drink Fago every single day.
I don't know what it's gonna take to get it through your head, Daniel. I don't like you.
You don't like me because I banned you from my stream. That's okay. I know you
No,
don't
that
like me.
absolutely has nothing to do with
Yeah, it has
it. I don't
nothing to
like
do with
you. I don't
It has
like
nothing to do
you
with it.
because you're under this impression that your religion grants you some mysterious authority. That's why I don't like you.
A mysterious authority.
You sure you're not thinking of
Yeah.
Sandman, Dustin?
No, they're both the same in my world, in my mind. There's very few distinctions between the two of these people.
So which one's
Sandman
more like
never
Sweet
cams
Tooth?
up, so it immediately
Dustin.
makes him weaker.
I see Sandman being a crossdresser, but I don't think he'd take it like you would.
What if he cams up and he looks exactly like Marilyn Manson from one of his music videos? He's just
Who
like,
gives
hey
a fuck?
guys.
I don't care. Who cares what he
Would
looks
be like,
like?
whoa.
What if he's like a very attractive cross-dresser? Like, you really couldn't tell, Dustin.
He's
It's
like a
just the
total
voice.
Chad.
I don't know what you're suggesting there, Lupin. Sounds like you're speaking from experience and projection.
Could be.
Yeah.
Dustin, I thought you were down with that pussy.
I don't know where to go with that one.
Dustin breaks down the bussy.
I know who's saying it to me, and you're a gaslighter. I'm not going down that road. I'm straight, bro. That's all you need to know.
Dustin, have you ever
Super
broke down a
straight.
bussy?
I thought you were.
Friend of who?
Dorothy?
Dorothy? I don't know who that is.
Like, I know
Dorothy's
you're straight,
nuts?
but you like to party sometimes. Let loose
The
a little
fuck are you talking about?
bit.
This guy over here. Do you mean Rosie Palms? I know Rosie Palms.
Yeah. I bet you do.
I mean, I bet
I
you
do
know a
too.
few lizard.
I think it's
I bet
healthy.
you know. I bet
I
you
think-
know a couple lot lizards.
I know Pamela Henderson.
Yeah, no, I bet you have herpes of infectionist.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
Pamela.
Angelina Jolie.
No.
That's a good one.
Pamela.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie. Angelina Joe Job. Wait, what?
I'm actually not like Bruce and these religious guys where I think that is healthy to do that.
Do you see very many lot
Like,
lizards?
even if you're married,
Do you see lizard lots?
not so much anymore.
No.
Yeah, because now you're
When I
married.
first started, there was.
When
Well, no, like,
you don't need to do that stuff.
when I first started, it was popular, but now they're like extremely strict on this. So like, you don't see them because they'll go to jail, you know, if they get caught. And then everyone's like all into sex trafficking now. When you get a CDL, they make you take like a sex trafficking class and give you like this watchdog, like 1-800 number, where if you see a prostitute, you should call. So it's like you don't really see it.
Huh.
Like the good old days. When I first started, they'd be like knocking on your door at night.
Yeah, I know all about it. I used to make money that way.
But now they're
Whoa.
now they're like too scared. When I first started, it was like a party. People be fucking doing
Dude,
drugs and
unlike
stuff all the time.
you, Lupin,
Dustin, did you
I actually had
prostitute
women
yourself?
that worked for me. No, I had prostitutes. There's a difference.
Dustin, you were like the guy from Trailer Park Boys. You did it for cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Buddy, I bet you suck dick for
Man,
gas
gotta
money
get-
and don't even drive. I bet Daniel sucks dick for gas money and doesn't even drive. Unlike you, Daniel.
You would think like
I
that.
had
Dustin.
women
It
work
sounds
for
like
me.
you
No,
said
no,
you said
listen,
you did this
listen.
before. You were a
Yeah,
prostitute.
I've had women canvas truck areas. That's how I know about this. And the reason I know about
Let
this.
me ask you something, Dustin.
No, hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying. Okay, let me
Well, you
explain.
finish. All right.
Okay, because my father was a sundowner, and I was in on the family business. Okay,
Your
so
father
in
your father
Ogden,
had Down
Utah,
syndrome?
So your dad was
I
a
guess
a fluffer.
do you know
No,
what a
he said
sundowner is?
He
Do
said
you
his
know what a
dad had Down
sundowner is?
syndrome.
Do you know what a sundowner is? Do you know what that is?
It sounds like a weird prostitute
Like
term.
when the sun
No,
goes
like
down,
you,
it's like gay.
like do you know? You
You're
clearly
like a
don't know
lady
what
of the
I'm
night
talking
type of
about.
thing, but for men, you're a
Bro,
sundowner.
like
don't
I
know what that
said,
is.
Sandman
He
may
came from a
cross dress,
long
but I
line
bet
of
you take it.
sundowners. He downs them
My dad
suns.
was a sun upper.
Yeah, when this he he goes down on the suns. So gross. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay.
I hear
Wow, I
sundown
didn't know that
town
about you,
where it
Dustin.
means like.
That kind of explains some things.
Have you ever heard sundown town where it means like if you're black or gay or something and don't let the sun set on your back because they'll kill you?
Yeah.
Me and Richard were at a bar in Linwood, which is a town like that. And some black guy walks in and there's a guy in there and he's like, "This ain't your kind of place, boy." It's like, holy shit. This is pretty crazy.
What happened after that though?
The guy left.
Oh, fuck that, man.
It's like a biker bar.
Oh, he was heavily outnumbered?
Yeah. But Dustin, if you were locked in a room with 100 dildos, how many of them would you choke on?
I'd never be locked in a room with 100 dildos.
If you were locked in a room with 100 dildos, how many would you choke on?
Yeah, I would never be locked in a room with 100 dildos.
He does it with
You're messing it
real
up.
men, I guess.
What about you?
My answer is 0. I would choke on 0 of them.
Dustin,
I bet
Dustin,
you'd
wouldn't choke on any
swallow
of them
every
'cause they're
single
so
one of
good
them.
at
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
would you rather look,
You fucked it
Dustin?
up, Dan.
Would you
I
rather
messed it
suck?
up.
Would you rather suck one dick 100 times or 100 dicks one time?
What are you talking about?
I'm just asking
If you had to.
if you
Yeah.
had to, if
No,
you were forced to.
I don't know. I don't know what you're asking me.
Okay, would you?
Probably the one, because then it wouldn't be like there's a difference between this guy
I have no idea what you
screw
guys are
around
asking me.
with one person
Can
When
you?
you're
No,
or this
sundowning,
guy screwed around with
it's the
again,
100.
I'm going to
sundowning
say
thing.
this.
Yeah,
I don't know
and don't
anything about
worry.
what you're talking about right now.
It's sundown. Nobody could tell it to you.
No idea
Yeah,
what you're talking about,
you're
Claudio. I don't think anybody
If
knows
you
what we're
had
talking
to,
about.
you're talking about
if you
being a
had to,
sundowner
Dustin,
before
would you?
Dustin, and they're just asking like how much do you do it?
How much?
Would you rather
I
hook
wasn't
up
the sundowner.
with?
You
Would you
learn it
rather
from your
hook up
dad. Yeah.
with a really hot trans girl
What did I learn from my dad?
or like a
Dude,
biological
Daniel, I
girl?
guarantee the only reason you're talking to me like this is because there's a screen between us. You understand that, right?
Oh,
I don't
Dustin
know.
has Dustin
I can be
I would
365 in
slap the
his
shit out
pocket.
of you if we were ever face to face. I'm just letting you know that.
Dustin
It's not
hasn't
like I'm
met a
talking
face
shit
on
because I'm
screen
afraid
that
of
he
you.
doesn't want us fight. He wasn't
Yeah,
that great
you
on Dustin.
especially, bro. I'm just
What are
letting you
you gonna
know.
do
Like, if it
about
ever
it?
came
What are you
down
gonna
to
do
it,
about it?
bro, you running your
It's gonna be
mouth
me,
is only
Marconi,
for
Yeah.
Daniel, Gangster
yeah.
Ghost. You probably
You need
fight
to quit,
Gangster Ghost,
Dan.
Proverbs guy,
I probably
ACB.
wouldn't fight gangster.
Yeah, because
You
Gangster
need to
Ghost
quit,
is too
Dan, or
gangster.
Dustin's gonna sundown all up inside you.
he's gonna
I
find me.
mean, if
You
you
wouldn't be
knew
the first
anything about
one
what you were saying
that
right now,
tried,
Clay,
Dustin.
I imagine there's lots that have tried, and you're just running. I imagine you look over your shoulder constantly. I don't. I don't ever look over my shoulder. I'm not afraid of nothing. What are you afraid of, Daniel?
What am I afraid of?
getting
Myself?
Yeah.
getting
You're,
sundown. Raped.
Getting raped at sundown.
you're fucking scared of yourself. You little bitch. Anyway.
To be honest, we are all our worst known enemies. So
Yeah,
it
that
makes
takes wisdom, Lupin.
Yeah.
But Dustin is a sundowner.
yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't suck on any of the
What the
cocks
fuck
in the
does that
room,
mean?
though, would you,
How
Daniel?
come you never said what that means, dude?
No, I don't do that stuff
sounds
like you,
like-
Dustin.
You just admitted to it, bro. You just said you wouldn't
No.
suck on a single one. You wouldn't choke on them. That's what you said.
No, he said he wouldn't choke.
That's
on it,
right.
Which means he doesn't choke because he's so used to it.
Yep.
But
Oh,
it's also
that
a trick
feels good.
question.
Are you sundowning right now or what?
Yeah, what feels so good, Dustin?
You want to see? I'll show you.
Oh, I don't know.
He like cams up and he's just jacking off. He's like, I'm sundowning.
Yeah, there's the face, everybody. Look, show your face again, Dustin. That was great. You look pretty tough.
Is he jorking it at a
Yeah, you look pretty
Walkisteria?
tough. You look like a pretty tough guy.
Feels good.
I'm scared of this sundowner over here. He's coming for me.
Bro, like, I if you really want to meet one day, we can. Like, that's the
Yeah,
difference between
I'm
you
sure
and me.
you
Like,
would love
I'll
that.
actually show up, bro. Yeah, because I'd slap the shit out of you. And that's not a
I'm sure
joke.
you'd want to lay
I
your
really
hands
would.
on me, you sundowner.
Yeah, and in the worst kind of way, bro. Because like I've said
know.
before, when you go
That's
out,
what's
I
gross
go in.
about it.
And I really don't care.
This is
When
this
you
is
go
not
out,
a.
Daniel,
He just
when
likes
you
to
go
go
out,
out.
Daniel,
mutual
I go
attraction.
in.
He does actually.
When
This is
you
a
go out,
one-way
bro,
street,
I've
bud.
been to prison. You all don't realize I've been to prison. I know all
I'm
about
sure
that
you
shit. When
have.
I fight,
I'm
I
sure
get
that's where you
fucking
learn all your
horny, bro.
sundowning techniques
When
in
I
prison. When
fight,
you had
I get
to
horny, bro.
survive.
When I fight, I get horny, bro. I'm not even playing with you. I'll fuck you every which way you can think of. So you want to meet up?
He's gonna
Do you want to
sundown
meet
you,
up?
man.
Do you really?
We
No,
get
Daniel,
it,
I'm
Dustin.
serious.
You're pretty
bro,
gay.
Bro, I'm serious. Do you want to meet up, bro? I'll fuck you every way. Let's do this. Do you want to meet up?
I'm not
Then
attracted
shut
to you,
the fuck
Dustin.
up, Daniel. Shut the fuck up.
I
Shut your
don't want to
fucking
have
mouth,
sex with
dude.
you, bud.
Then shut the fuck up. You don't want none of
Well,
this.
no,
You do
no,
not
that's how
want
it
none
works.
of this,
You hurt
bro.
his feelings.
You don't
dude.
want none of this. I'm telling you.
Just because
Your Thomas
because I
Cook
don't
staff
want you-
would have to have a gun in order to even survive. I'm telling you, bro. You don't want none of this. Stop running your mouth at me unless you really want to fight. Shut the fuck up. Because I
Dustin,
will fight you. I
we all
will
have
actually
guns.
fight you. You just
you
pick a
can't
time
actually
and
just
place.
shut down
I'll
people
save
because
money.
you
Dude,
sexually
I will
assault them.
fight you. Dude, I'm just letting you know. If you want to go down this road, you're so interested in me. You said this. You want to know what's going on in my world. We can figure it out, bro.
Did you notice that I had a smile on my
Give me a
face when I
time
said
and
that?
space. No, I don't.
Because
I'm
I
not
was being
looking at your face.
sarcastic.
No,
I don't
no.
care what goes
The
on in your world.
the only
Dustin.
time I
That
want
was
to
a
see your
joke.
face is when you're asleep, and I'm gonna put you there. Shut the fuck up, Dan. Stop
there?
talking to me. You said you would stop talking to me a long time ago. Stop talking to me.
No, I banned you from
Nobody
my
invited
stream.
you
I'll
into
still
this
talk to you.
conversation. Bro, dude, listen to me. I was having a conversation with other people. You come in and interrupt it. Shut the fuck up, dude. Not even interested in what you have to say. Okay?
Yeah, you're
You,
just
you
interested in my
invited me,
body.
bro. You came in, you invited me to talk to you. You asked me about what was going on in my world. You said you were interested. Now I'm giving you what you want. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up, Daniel. Okay?
Dustin,
Do you hear
you
me?
need help, bud.
Shut the fuck up, Daniel.
Dude, you need to give him your cheese pillow, whatever you got there. Maybe
The
maybe
sushi
he can
pillow.
relax.
Yeah.
I don't,
Look at the
Maternity
sushi pillow.
pillow.
Don't be sad.
yeah.
Ruben, are you on Facebook?
When the sun goes down, you could lay on.
Once that sun goes down, Dustin comes to life.
Bro, you don't want any of this, Daniel. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm
Dustin, I feel like if you and Dan
100% sure
actually
I
met
do
up,
not
Dan
want
would win.
what you want out of me. No.
I'm 1,000% you don't want that. So just leave me the fuck alone
It's
and
gross,
stop talking to
man.
me,
You
dude.
said you were gonna have
Stop
sex with
talking to
me.
me.
You said you would do it
No,
in
I
every
said
single
when
way.
you go out. No, I'm
so
not.
gross.
There's no sex
You're a
gonna be having,
sundowner.
bro. No, there's no sex gonna be having. There's gonna be power and authority,
Well,
and
that's
that's what's
good.
gonna end up
I'm
happening.
glad you abandoned that part of
Domination, power,
your
and
sick
authority.
fantasy.
There's nothing about that. Well, you're the one who keeps inviting me, bro. You asked me what's going on in my world.
You're like
I'm
a
telling
vampire.
you. You asked
You're a
me.
sundowner.
Did you
You need
ask
to be
me?
invited.
Did you ask me?
Can you
Did
eat
you ask me
garlic,
or not,
Dustin?
Daniel? Did you ask me?
What
Yes or no?
happens when
I'm
you
giving
touch
you what you
silver?
asked
Dustin, how
for.
far?
If it's
I'm
pure
giving you
silver,
what you
what
asked
happens
for,
to your
How
bro.
skin?
far are you?
Dude, pick a
How
time
far
and
are you from
space.
Pennsylvania?
I'm about as far away
I
as
will
I
send
can
you
get.
Dan's address.
I'm about as far away
that's
as
a
I can
shame.
get. But... Dude, just leave me the fuck
I'll
alone,
send you the
Daniel. You really
address.
don't want this,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
I'm just telling
unfortunate
you,
that the
you
world is
don't.
flat.
What happens when you're near sharp wood? Does that bother you?
Bro, I'm gonna show you what happens when I have my sharp wood.
Oh wow.
Dustin
Stop
gets
talking to
excited
me,
when he's
Daniel.
around sharp
Just shut the
wood.
fuck up and stop talking to me, okay? Just do yourself a
Dustin is
favor.
a vampire.
You don't want any of this, bro. I'm telling you.
me.
Stiff, sharp wood.
Bro, dude, I don't.
You
You would end up in the
invited me.
hospital in the worst way. I'm just letting you know, bro.
learned it from my grandmother. My grandmother was a witch. She's a sundowner, and I learned her ways. Now I
On
can do it
page
too.
34 in the
I would twist your head
Necronomicon,
off.
there's
I
Bro,
don't think you would.
I guarantee it. Bro, please, just invite me to
Danielle,
meet you, bro.
what do you think of that coffee?
Just invite me.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, invite me to meet you, bro.
What do you think of that coffee?
So
dude?
gross. You're a little weirdo, Dustin.
It's gross.
You
Hey,
fucking
I
invited yourself on it, bro. You asked for this. You said you wanted to know what was going on in my world. Is that not what you said?
Every sexual predator says the same thing, don't they? You
asked for it, bro. You did. You said you wanted to know. I'm telling you.
You wanted to know what's going on in my world. Now I get to rape you.
Yeah, you asked. You asked for it.
Red flag alert.
Hey,
Now, dude,
I
bro,
just
I'm
met
trying to give you red flags.
And
I'm trying to
here's
give you
my
a pink
number.
flag, actually. A pink stick. Just stop talking to me,
Oh,
bro.
he's trying to give you a pink.
The
I'm gonna
pink
give you
stick?
a pink stick, bro.
Dustin,
I'm gonna
why do you
embrace
have
it. You guys said
something-
I was
What does
gay.
that
I'm
even mean?
embracing it.
Is that like
You
another
guys
gay
said I
thing?
was
A
gay.
pink
You
stick?
guys said I was gay. I'm embracing it.
No,
I'm
we
just
called
embracing
you-
it, bro. You know what happens in those truck stops, don't you? Some people end up going missing.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
sundowners.
the sundowner.
Embracing your
Yeah,
sundowners.
buddy. Hey, I got a pink stick for you, Daniel. You want to come get some?
You know what
You-
happens in
What,
rest
what you
areas
need
at
is one of
night?
those little guns, like little mouse guns that prostitutes carry.
Oh, bro, I don't qualify with that equipment. I don't have a small gun.
Like a
That,
baby
that
brown.
doesn't
Yeah.
work, right? My crayon's pretty above average, bro. I'm just
You
letting you
could
know.
put it
It's
on your
pink.
inner
It's
thigh.
pink. It's pink. You're
and
gonna
then
have a pink stick, bro.
if you
I'm gonna
feel
give
like
you the
you
pink
might
stick.
become a missing
You want my pink
sundowner, you can
stick?
just pull that
I'll
out.
give you the pink stick, bro. I'll give you the sundowner treatment. You can go down on my son, bro.
What
But,
the?
Come on.
What
Come
the?
on. Come on, Daniel. Come on, buddy.
I don't.
Is
I
You
don't
that-
gonna
think
call
that
me
came
gay?
out
I
the
got
way
a
what
he
pink
thought.
stick
sundowner
for you,
is?
bro. I got a
I
pink
don't think
stick
that
for you.
came out the way he thought that came out.
Dude, I don't give a fuck how it comes out. My bigger picture here is if Daniel wants to run his mouth, why doesn't Daniel come meet me face to face? You want to
You
run your
don't have a
fucking mouth,
son.
you
You
little
don't have a
punk?
son, do
You're a
you, Dustin?
bitch. Dude, I don't have a son. No, I don't
Dustin's
have
like,
any
Thank
children.
God.
you better
Thank God.
shut your mouth before I stick my cock
I'm
in
going
it.
to too. I really will, bro. He'll be asleep. I'll get a
Oh
picture
my
of it and
God.
everything. I don't have a problem with my sexuality, Daniel. I will fucking fuck your mouth. I'm not even kidding, bro.
He's about
Just
to.
stop talking to me, because I will fucking knock your teeth out.
Daniel.
Okay,
Daniel is
I'm
gonna be
not
Kanye
kidding, bro.
West,
I'm
and
not
Dustin's gonna
kidding,
be the
Daniel.
cousin.
You need to listen to what I'm saying, okay? Stop talking to me. You will have
Dustin,
broken body parts. It's not a
I've
fucking joke. I'm not
I have
fucking joking with you,
0%
Daniel.
fear
You
that
wanted
you're
to
ever
know.
going to
You
actually try
wanted to
anything.
fucking know, bro. You wanted to fucking know. Here it is. Stop fucking talking to me, bro.
If you keep
Stop
talking,
fucking talking to
Dan,
me, Daniel.
Dustin's gonna drain you.
Just stop
He's gonna
talking to me,
drain you of
okay?
all your essence.
Don't fucking say nothing to me. Pretend like I don't even exist. Stop
So
talking to me,
changing the
Daniel.
subject.
Okay?
Lupin, are you on Facebook?
The gayest
He's
Dustin's
gonna.
ever been.
No, I'm on sundowners.net. You wouldn't know about it.
Oh. Are you on?
He's
Is it
on,
true
like-
you're on OnlyFriends?
I'm on
He spends
only
most
feed.
his life living in a short bus paradise. He's been
I'm on.
stuck once or twice trying to learn in short bus paradise. Shut the fuck up, Lupin.
I feel
Little
like
punk.
Dustin needs therapy.
I feel like
Some
Daniel
serious
needs to
therapy.
shut his fucking mouth. Bro, like
Not like-
you can,
Don't come on the
we'll
live
get it
stream
worked
trying
out,
to
bro.
get help like this, man. You're not going to get any help.
Dude, I wasn't even trying to get help. I was trying to talk about an issue that
I
had
know,
nothing to
but
do
you
with
need help.
you.
Dustin.
You
You want to
invited
marry
yourself.
all day?
You invited yourself into the conversation,
You
and
need
you started
a
fucking talking shit.
qualified professional to deal
And
with
now I'm
these issues
talking
you
shit,
have.
and you can't handle it, can you? You can't handle it. You can't handle it when somebody talks shit back. Shut the fuck up,
No.
Daniel.
I
I'm gonna get
can't
one
handle
more
it.
granite, and then I'll be going there.
Well, shut the fuck up, dude.
Nah.
You can't handle it, can you?
Daniel, can I ask you something? Have
Sure.
you seen this new movie?
Stop talking, Daniel.
I just seen this new called Until Dawn. You ever seen
No,
it?
I didn't. I saw Sinners last night instead.
Was that based on you?
It was based off of Dustin. Fuck, they were sundowners. It turned out to be vampires. I don't want to like spoil the movie for everybody, but I don't think that's a major spoiler.
I think it was-
they're
Bro, I
vampires.
got a pink
That's what I
stick
think
for you.
of when I
Until
hear
Danielle.
It's sharp.
when I
we
hear
call it Crayola
sundowners. I
sometimes.
think of like werewolves.
I think
You'll have like a
Until
pink ring on your
Dawn-
mouth.
The big old sundowners.
Until Dawn was
Yeah,
good.
big old white spot on your forehead.
What? A white spot on my
You heard
forehead?
me.
What does that mean, Dustin?
Yeah, that means when I'm done with you,
That's
I'm
what-
gonna leave it out
I
on
think
the
it means his
side.
dad was in the
I'm gonna
clan.
leave my mark on your forehead.
That's what you do on Cinco de Mayo. You put a
Yeah.
little dab
Yeah.
of mayonnaise on your
That's what
forehead.
you do. That's what you do when you go to Ohio. It's a short bus paradise.
Yeah.
And with my
Yeah.
daddy's money, when daddy buys me scissors,
Yeah, Dustin. I know, it's whenever I keep suing the state and
I don't know. I don't have a job. I drink alcohol like a dipshit.
Yeah.
I still live at home with my dad and my mom. Shut the
Are
fuck
you
up,
mad?
dude.
Are you waiting for your
Dude,
grandparents?
when's
to
the
die
last
so you
time
can
you've
have
actually
your
done
dad?
work?
Daniel,
Lupin?
suck your dick.
Are you mad? Are you mad because you're waiting for your grandparents to die and they're not taking long enough? Because that's your grand plan.
Did that make any sense? They're not taking long enough. Do you mean they're taking too long, Lupin? Think
Yeah,
about
they're
what you're
taking-
saying.
How do we
they're taking
know?
too
Bro,
long. Exactly.
How do we know you're at
Take a
work
few
every day,
minutes. Think
Dustin?
about what you're saying.
Because you
Well, I'm not at work today.
always
I
say you
actually
work
have
so
the day
much,
off.
but how do we know?
I mean, I've shown pictures of my work.
I seen him.
You want to
work,
speak? You want?
What do you do?
I do all
You're a
kinds of shit.
geologist?
No, not a geologist, but I know how to read.
I seen him work. He did worked on a baseball field, and there's the other time I seen him digging stuff up a lot. He always working.
So he's digging them holes.
I always hear people like that's. I always hear people on live streams like shitting on people where they're like, "You don't even work," but it's like, dude, you're always on a live stream too. So how do you know?
Dustin,
I live stream and work at the same time. I live stream and work
Yeah.
at the same time. There's many live streams where you can hear me running
Who
a
does
shovel.
it, though?
I do. That's who I do it
I know
Who would
for
live stream while they're at work?
I know for a fact
because I can multitask and get it done, bro. My boss is happy with me, and the people that I'm talking with will feel fully. Well, at least
So when you run the shovel, is that like a normal shovel, but you just like to call it running it because you want to think it's like a big piece of machinery? It's like running a scissors? Like,
yeah, he's a hard worker.
I think when he says shovel, he means like a front loader.
I think he actually means
Like
a
a-
normal shovel because
Komatsu or
he
something.
typically comes on with a normal shovel and like digs holes.
Yeah, he's a hard worker. He always
Oh.
working out there and stuff.
And he says he runs the shovel. You know, it's like you don't run the shovel,
like,
you
I'm a-
shovel. That's what you do. You shovel dirt.
What if he's a grave digger? He's like, "This is where you're going, Dan."
Yeah, I'm a
Shit.
sundowner.
He's like digging all.
Now you're gonna find out why I'm a sundowner. I get what I want, and then you go away.
Oh.
Daniel, you should see this movie called Until Dawn. That movie was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, I might check it out at some point. There's some movies out there. I wanted to check out Sinners because a bunch of my college friends saw it and they were talking about it, and I was like, I want to know what this is all about. I thought it was okay.
Isn't that with the priest that turns
I
into
want to
a
see the
vampire?
accountant too.
Yeah, it's about vampires and like basically this guy who's really good at music can summon the dead, and so the vampires like want his powers basically.
Have you guys seen the accountant? Like
Yeah.
the first one with Ben Affleck. Well, the second one's out right now, and I want to see it.
You think it's any good? Because I figure it's gonna
What?
be a waste of time.
Probably.
Okay.
They have been
I don't know. The first one I really liked, so I guess just look at the
is
reviews.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck in it?
Yeah, he's like autistic, so his dad beats his ass and turns him into like a spy or something. So he's like a John Wick with no personality.
Yeah, that's in the first one, but is he in the
Because-
second one?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like follows him with his Airstream.
With his artwork, he's got like the artwork that he money launders with.
Yeah, it's like priceless paintings and shit.
That's a really good movie.
I need to, yeah.
I know, that's why I think the second one would be good because I thought the first one was
Oh,
We
good.
know
need
what?
more movies with our autistic hitmen. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gigi.
What that's
That's the ultimate Manchurian candidate is someone who's like they got to be so fucked up they're non-verbal and shit.
At least that's what they make you think.
Dan, yeah,
Yes.
that movie Until Dawn, I loved it. It was awesome. Hey, you know the main guy in it? He was from Fargo. Remember the movie Fargo?
Yeah, I actually really like Fargo.
Yeah,
He was the guy who put
I like the show as
the
well.
Yeah,
guy.
that was good.
What's it called? He put him in the wood chipper.
Nice.
Not the tall big guy. He's in it. He's actually Swedish, I found out, and he's a hardcore Christian. He preaches God a lot. I heard outside the movies and stuff. Yeah, we
I
said
Yeah.
think Clay has that.
I've been noticing a lot of like Swedish and Norwegian movies popping up on Netflix, and some of them are actually really good. Like we watched this one called Trolls, and it's like a Norwegian film, but it was like really, really well done, and the effects were really good. Especially Sweden and Norway, because you think of like poor, like shithole countries. But I was like, the film is like pretty good.
But Miss Outcast lived there.
I don't think she lives in Norway.
Sweden.
Yeah.
Daniel.
I'm just
how you
kidding.
been?
I think she might be watching. That's why I was like, because they're poor shithole countries. But in reality, you never see like films from there, and I was like surprised by how good they were.
They're probably going to be like Afghani films pretty soon.
Yeah,
They're going to be
like
like
Bollywood.
exactly Bollywood movies.
Yeah,
So they might be pretty good. It makes sense. That's probably why they're so good now.
There's a
I've
decent
seen a
movie
lot
on
of good movies
Netflix.
from Spain too.
Well, there's one from Netflix that's actually, I think, out of Turkey. It's about a submarine crew that, like, the sun becomes deadly. And so they survive because they're underwater. And they're, like, figuring out who else survived. And it's, like, a bunch of rich people already saw it coming. But, like, they just didn't warn the world. Because there's, like, nothing they could do about it anyway.
Oh, Daniel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Why is that? Who is that guy? Why he was trying to always go after you for?
Why does Dustin Buck go after me, man? There's people who see my face and they become just, oh.
they go after him
It,
for his faith and for no other reason at all, except they don't like his faith.
I
well,
think it's because you look like the dude who killed Roger Rabbit. Like, who killed Roger Rabbit? You look like that guy. If you
yeah,
had that little
Brain
fedora
Roger
on,
there's something about the appearance of me, like it just brings on the gay people that like really want to like destroy me, but they also, have this attraction to me too.
Sundowners.
Oh, and
Sundowners.
we think of that in
Dude,
the
is
UK.
Dustin gone? You got Dustin to rage quit, man. That's an
That's a
accomplishment.
difficult thing to do. I mean, Dustin
I
is like the
know.
one that typically gets other people to leave.
He's like, fuck these guys, they're calling me gay.
Uh,
I'm out of here.
Yeah, it didn't work out like you thought it would.
I
We
don't
think
know
of-
anything about twisted metal.
what
What
about
the fuck is a twisted metal?
in the UK? They
I'm gonna twist some metal off into you.
ruled that gender is your biological sex. We think of that, Daniel.
Bruce Jenner said what? You said
That
something
he
about Bruce
knows
Jenner?
Dustin personally.
Oh.
UK ruled that gender is your biological sex.
That
In the UK?
gender's your biological
seen-
sex.
Yeah.
Didn't
What are you
Bruce
saying?
Jenner change his sex to Caitlyn Jenner?
He's still no. I mean, in the UK it says your gender is your biological sex.
Oh, okay. I got you. I thought you were talking about Bruce Jenner for some reason. Yeah, in the
No,
UK they passed
That
that.
seems
That's
like
pretty cool.
pretty logical.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It probably
Bruce
upset Dustin a
Gender
little
Bender.
bit, but it seems like, science.
Yeah.
Just like how these Europeans, gangster knows, they're like, their race is just a social construct and there's no genetic difference. And it's like, yeah, that's completely untrue.
It's all Daniel's fault.
You're a science denier. Science denier. We got a
I know.
science denier over here.
It's like, what the fuck?
Next thing you're gonna be saying is there's multiple genders. I mean, come on, there's a million genders, and it's gender fluid. It's science, Clay.
No, I'm saying, I was saying that me and Gangster were like, race is like a genetic, like biological thing. So there's like differences you can see. And this person was like, no, it's not. It's just a social construct.
If they ever take a forensic science class,
No science has
yeah,
shown
if they take a
ever.
forensic science class, they're gonna find out real quick.
No, like basic biology, like the bone structures of humans.
Yeah.
There's like 4 types.
It helps with the crime scene identification and all kinds of stuff. Like there is a difference.
Also diseases.
Yeah,
and stuff.
diseases like sickle cell
There's
anemia.
like we can get melanoma. Certain races
Yeah.
get sickle cell.
There's actually probably about 4. One Caucasian, one is what Aboriginal, I think. One is black, and the other is Mongoloid. Mongoloid are all the East Asians, including American Indians.
Which one is the ones from Africa?
Black people.
Yeah, what's that one? Gigi, what do they call it in the
I don't know,
textbook?
and Samoans and Lions are also
You
East
know.
Asian.
I think it's something groin.
I don't know, but
What is it?
Caucasian are 3 main groups. You're Semitic.
It's Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and then something groid.
What's that one out of Sub-Sahara?
It's
I
a
don't know about.
textbook. It's a textbook diction, and it's a textbook word. I forget.
A Negroid.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nothing wrong with
Funny
saying
how saying
Negroid.
like a scientific term, you have to be like cautious. Like, oh, I hope I don't offend somebody.
Yeah, let me read it out of a textbook. It says Negroid.
According to
Caucasoid, Negroid.
according to
Yeah.
Gangster, it says black people.
It says people of color
POC,
in
POCs.
there. What's weird though, if science thinks that we all came from Africa, like man, then we're all like victims if we go back far enough.
It's true.
but
Where are my
black
reparations?
We should all be able to say it.
started in Southern Africa. That's where black people got started. East Africa,
Sundowners.
where they
The
say
Sundowners started in Africa. They moved their way out.
Do you have any
same-
idea what that even means? Like sundowner? Can somebody like what does that actually mean?
I'm pretty sure it's a
I
gay
know what
thing.
it actually means. I don't know what it means by what Dustin's terms means. Like, I think there's a little miscommunication there.
I always thought it like when you hear it, it seems like someone who cross dresses at night or something.
Yeah, the Sundowner. My father
Somebody
was a
get
Sundowner
Sandman
just
in
like
here.
me.
Where's Sandman?
My
We
dad
need a
was a fucking
professional.
sundowner. Like you have no idea, bro.
Like
He knows what
he's
that
a
means.
Jedi or something.
I just know if I
Ugh.
ever have a son, I'm not bringing him around Dustin.
The thing about Dustin is he'll try to act like a know-it-all and then just bring up like the law and like legal shit, and he'll be like, "I represent myself and I'm a sovereign citizen," and then you're like, "Oh yeah, this guy's pretty crazy."
I tell the police everything.
Yeah, like oh, and then he's like, today's like, "I've been to prison." It's like, no shit. You try to talk me
Yeah.
out of it, and then
Let me
The judge
represent
finds
you so we
the
can be in
plaintiff
jail
guilty.
together.
yeah.
He probably just started cussing out the judge. He's just like, "You can't tell me what to do. My dad was a Sundowner. I'm gonna rape you."
Yeah. I'm a free.
No, you're going to jail, bud.
I was born here. I'm trying to travel unmolested.
I've never choked on any dildos before.
Only live one.
I have no gag reflex. Send me to jail.
It's so hilarious to me watching those videos where it's like there's so many videos. Why would anybody think this sovereign citizen shit's gonna work?
Yeah, they like wear
You know?
their colonial hats and stuff. They come in there
Like, if
acting
you
like
got
they're
a
from a
bunch of
different time
fentanyl-
period. They're just like,
If I had a bunch
I
of drugs in my car, I think I would like provide my license and registration in hopes that they're like just give me
Dude.
a simple speeding ticket and then send me on my way.
Yeah.
I pulled that sovereign citizenship one time. I said, I don't got to tell you where I'm going. I ended up in prison for the night. It does not work. It's not
I know.
because
I
They're
told
like,
you that time I
actually,
went to
you
jail,
do.
dude.
Good for the police officers.
It
The
was
cop-
the worst day. It was so funny and so embarrassing at the same time, bro. I was going
I threw-
fishing. I was like, I don't got to tell you where I'm going.
I'm gonna produce
threw-
my driver's license. It's like, you do though.
I had this bitch who trashed my house when I used to like work in a different state and then come home once every few months to Detroit. And I get home and there's like garbage and shit everywhere. So I'm like, this fucking bitch. And I like threw all her shit out of my house and told her to get the fuck out. And then she called the law, but it was actually my house, like without her name. So the cop comes and he's like, "Oh, believe me, man, I've been married. I learned my lesson." And I'm like, "Look at all this garbage in my house." And it was like actual empty bottles and fucking empty pizza boxes and like actual garbage. And then in the police report, he's like, he pointed at all her possessions and said, "Look at all this garbage." I'm like,
damn.
those motherfuckers.
Have you ever been to the UK?
No, but I have been to prison. Prison of my own demented thoughts, Gangster Ghost. I had demented ideas.
Me and
But
Dan
then I
are
found
actually
Jesus.
going to the UK this summer, GG.
Oh. You
We're doing we're gonna do a sundown and trip.
Oh.
Sundown in the UK.
We figure before we go, we're gonna stop in Boston and see Zealots for a little bit.
Can we find out where Dustin is and stop by there too?
You know how scared he would be if we pull up.
Yeah.
Just like, you know who we are, dude. We're about to fucking kill you.
Where is your god now, Dustin?
Yeah, you're about
Where's
to meet
your
him.
dildos now, Dustin?
You're about to meet Jesus, Jit.
Have to find out.
He keeps that
I've never heard
dildo
what you
on
guys
him
talk about.
or in him or something. I don't know.
You know, badass it would be just to be like so petty. We pull up on everyone who shit talks online. Like we pull
Yeah,
up
but
on
it'd be
Aiden.
worth it if you combine into one long trip. It would be worth it, especially if you live streamed it too. You're like, next up, we're going to Dustin Bucks.
You know how scared Aiden would be if we all pulled up on him? Like, oh, you think you know it all? And like a lot of these people.
And then you give him like a Bible pop quiz, and
When
then
you-
be like, "You failed."
Just do some
Oh.
hood shit and like break their hands.
No physical violence because gay Canadian lesbians report shit like that.
I seen a
You
kid
guys
in the
ever seen those
Philippines.
videos like when
Some
somebody
crazy
goes
shit.
like a pedophile into the slums, like they go out into the ghetto and they try to like meet up with a kid, and like they're just like, let me see your phone real quick,
And they
and they just
throw
throw it on
it.
top of the roof. They're like, nobody's
Yeah.
coming for you tonight.
That was pretty funny. Some of those where they'll like slice all their tires
Yeah,
and shit.
and the police aren't doing anything to help them because they're child
The
pedos.
one guy
so.
who was doing all that shit named Vitali just got arrested in the Philippines.
Mhm.
And they don't like I always say they don't fuck around in Southeast Asia. So him for like fucking around, he's looking at like 40 years in prison. And over there, dude, the jails are like so bad. Did I ever send you the video on Facebook or whatever when I was like at the jail there? It's like terrible.
It's been so long, I don't remember.
Where
You might have.
you were like recording the jail?
Yeah, I had to go there to get like a background clearance letter because it's like the jail is also the police station and everything for like the local Baron guy. And there's like all these people in there, and it looks like some shit on TV from like Lockup Venezuela or whatever, where there's like it's like a 40 by 40 foot room, and there's probably like 160 guys in here like crying, and they're like asking me for cigarettes and shit and food.
Damn.
And I asked the guard, I'm like, can they have cigarettes? He's like, if you want to give them to them. And I'm like, do you guys feed them? And he's like, no. And I'm like, how do they get food? And he's like, their families and friends. And I'm like, what if they don't have any? He's like, well, they shouldn't have came to jail. And I'm just like, holy shit. It's like insane, dude.
It could be
And then the
worse.
legal
It could
system
be,
there
it could
is
be,
like so
it could be like
fucked.
it could be like the DMV, so it could be worse.
The legal system there is like so fucked with all their like bureaucratic shit that like if you get charged for something simple, it'll take like 2-3 years before you can get to like court. so it's like pretty insane.
Yeah.
But there's a YouTuber there right now.
All right. Well, I gotta
You
go.
talking
do some
about
stuff,
Johnny
so-
Somali?
No, Vitali TV. He's like some Russian guy who does pranks.
Oh, so there's multiple people doing this.
Johnny, whatever, I think went to jail in like Korea or something.
Yeah, that's who I thought you were talking about.
No, Vitali. I watched a video. He was like pretending to rob people, where he's like, "Give me all your money and your phone." I'm not joking. And just from that, like the charges, it's like 30 to 40 years. It's like what it carries. I'm like, holy shit. And he's not. I don't think he's a U.S. citizen, so the U.S. government's not gonna like waste any like resources on him.
Oh.
He's like a permanent resident though, but you know.
Uh-oh. Trouble's here.
So Christian, just so we're clear, if my parents were vacationing in Spain and they were white as I am and they gave birth to me in Spain, would that make me Spanish?
In a legal sense, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, you would be a
but
national.
genetically
You would be a
speaking,
Spanish national, is what it's called.
Yeah, you wouldn't be
but
genetically Spanish,
but
obviously.
genetically speaking, I'm
No, you would not
Norwegian.
be Spanish genetically.
Oh, so there is a
Yeah, but also
situation where you can be from
genetically,
Spain, but
Spanish is
not
not.
genetic.
Spanish
Well, I may
is
have
not like
misunderstood you
a
earlier. I thought you
genetic
meant people whose
thing.
like descendants were from Spain.
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, I probably just misunderstood you then.
Yeah.
Right, Dustin? We're good little guys. He's a good little guy.
What the hell is that? Is
I don't know.
he special?
I feel special.
Clay, is it true your new name is GayR15?
Yeah,
What
because
is,
I've been sundown. I'm part of the sundown boys now. I'm a sundowner.
Oh. What do you think that, Brother Pie?
I think I don't know what that means. And I don't really want to know what it means.
Me either.
Dude, nobody knows what it means.
Missing mod or not missing mod, but C-Sal makes an excellent point here. What would Pike know? He's white. Well, to be fair, we don't know that I'm white because I have not taken a DNA test. And in the world that we live in today, what if I don't identify as white? I mean, as far as you guys are concerned, I'm a strong black woman.
I could
What?
see him being like 3% black, and then next thing you know, you're
Kwanzaa.
you like change your whole identity because you find like 2% Japanese.
Kwanzaa.
So he's a little brown.
I mean, really, I am kind of brown, really. Well, I was speaking in the literal sense earlier. Like, from America means American. Spanish means from Spain. Like, if somebody makes a computer in Spain, that's a Spanish computer. Or if someone's, ancestors hail from Spain, then they are Spanish by descent. That's what that means. Like, when you say French, French just means from France. That's what that word means.
Oh. What if you say German?
They said I look white. German means from Germany.
But Spanish, yeah, Mexico, Cuban, Puerto Rico, a lot of those places came from Spain. Like America came from Britain.
Well, that's why they refer to
I think
them
what
as
they're
Spanish,
doing,
because the people who
I think
colonized them.
they're confusing Latino with Spanish. Because if you're from Spain and live in America, you're still like classified as Latino. That's why they always have on these like demographic things, they have like it'll ask if you're Latino or not, and then it'll ask if you're white, Because you could
Latinos
be a
are
white
racist.
Latino.
You know what I answer on there, Clay, when they ask me?
What?
Sub-Saharan African.
Really? Like on the census and stuff?
I just put strong black woman.
When you do you own guns?
I've never owned a gun in my life.
No. If you buy a gun at like a store, part of the like little 10-question background check thing is like, what race are you? And then the next question is like, are you Latino? So it's like Latino isn't categorized as its own race because you could be like white and considered Latino.
Doesn't Latina in modern sense just mean from Latin America?
Yeah.
I don't know because I heard Spanish people are considered like Spanish people in America from Spain, like immigrants are considered Latino.
Why would they be considered Latino?
I don't know.
The thing is, Latino, Latin. It came from Latin thing. That's from the type of languages, Spanish, Italian, French, or
Like the
Latin.
Romance languages.
Yeah.
Such as like anybody who speaks a Romance language is like considered Latino or Latina.
Kind of. That's where that came from. But they decided to name everyone who's in South America, from Mexico, a couple other places.
Yeah, I thought it was just the places in like South and Central America
Yeah.
that the Portuguese and the Spanish colonized. I don't really know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, what's weird is like, are Portuguese colonies considered Latino or Latina when they speak
Yeah.
like say Brazil, they speak Portuguese?
Yeah, I think so because that came from Latin. Latin had these languages like Claude talked about, like Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, French, and stuff. They decided to call them Latin languages, Latin countries, for some reason. I don't know.
Like Latin based.
Yeah.
So
They
what
call
is
them
English? Like English is like a Germanic language. So
Yeah,
are
I
we
think
like,
English is Germanic. Yeah,
why don't we
Yeah.
call it? Why don't we create the thing where we could be like
Bavarian.
Germanos? No, Germano and Germana.
Yeah, but Germano
Oh,
sounds
girl.
creepy. I think we got to be Bavarian.
other one. They want to call it Anglo-Saxon. I think.
Anglo-Saxons.
That's the tribe that came together to become England. They like
The
What about like
Anglo-Saxons.
Anglo-Craxons? Because you're slinging that dope. I don't know.
it's crazy.
Did you? Yeah.
Yep,
I
that's.
feel like I have to change my name now to Slanglo-Craxon.
She's right.
I agree with Pike though and Deviant Outcast about the Latinas and Latinos being inferior to the rest.
I don't know about that.
What?
German.
I think Deviant is correct.
You're Mexicans? What? You're Mexicans. That is one demographic I've never heard of.
But that's just an ethnicity. It could be of any race, they say. Like Spanish, white, or black people, or Asians, or Asians stuff.
I think I tickled by that stupid comment.
Gangster, what is your top 3 least favorite ethnicities in order?
Oh, I'd like to take this test.
I don't know.
Like if you had to like categorize them as your top 3 least favorite.
I don't have a least favorite. Burr Pike, his least favorite is Aiden, and Aiden being gay. And
I know
Gail,
Pike told me before when we were talking about this, one of his top 3 is definitely the Native Americans.
I reserve all 3 spots for the Jews, Clay.
He's like, I can't stand them.
No, my least favorite race is Moldovans.
I think that's an ethnicity.
Yeah, but I don't like them.
Oh, okay.
Out of the 4 bone structures, what is your least favorite, gangster?
The 4 bone structures, though.
The 4 like scientific biological bone categories. Like what is the one you would prefer like doesn't enter your family bloodline?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
I think that we all know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You know, because none of us
That's
will
just a
answer
joke.
that question, but all of us have the same answer. Look at Clay. He's trying to look away from it. This is why he wears sunglasses.
How do you say black in Spanish, gangster?
I didn't say black. You did.
I didn't. I'm not asking a question since he knows a lot about Romance languages.
I don't know. I'm not expert. I got some of that from Claude. He's the Claude.
I actually really despise like Western culture, but I have to take advantage of capitalism and like opportunity. But like as soon as I can, I'm gonna get out of here.
Why? Where you going?
Because like if you've actually traveled, if you've been around, like we're kind of insane with all this like liberal PC shit. You know, it's like a poison. It's like a poison that should be like terminated. And other places in the world don't have that, which is funny because like the biggest advocates for that crap are always
But you're breaking up because you're in South Alabama.
Burger Pie.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about that? Dustin say he like do a show on here of him talk about gay R15. That's his new
Sounds like an interesting program.
Balls are phobic. Oh no.
True Mexicans are proud of their racism. I mean, I think honestly, most people who are like close to pure blood really feel that way, even if they don't want to say it out loud. They're sort of proud to be like who they are.
Oh, okay, that's good. But I want to ask you something, Bird Pie. Are you balls phobic?
I like Claude. Me and Claude have a good relationship.
Oh. That's like gay R15 is. Are you? See, he doesn't say it, so it must be true.
Clay, your Boost Mobile has one bar.
Right, Dustin?
What's up, buddy?
About the gay R15?
It's the rainbow gun for the LGBTQ community. I'm gonna corner the market.
Uh-huh.
It shoots little pink dildos everywhere.
Yeah, yes, I am, but what I think should I be out of what I'm. Oh, sounds strange.
You know, that's a good point Pixie's making, because I don't think there's anything wrong with being proud of like your heritage. Clay, you're just
You know what I like, gay R15? That little tramp stamp that says "Sundowners" on your back. I like that. It lets me know where my home is.
let's keep it clean.
Oh. Is it true that you're living in the insane asylum?
Claude says I judge people by their actions, not their race.
Oh.
I judge people by their looks mostly.
So you don't like gay R15?
Claude lives in like one of the most racist places in the world.
My ancestors were race. Oh, that's good. But Dustin, is it true the Bucks
don't-
not fair?
I do own a gay R15, for the record.
Oh. Gay R15. But yeah, would you like to have Clay on there where you could sell your differences?
I'd like to have Clay on me so that I can settle my differences.
Why
Ew.
is the logo a different color? What the heck? Oh, there we go.
You better watch out.
I got
Bro, dude, Clay, why don't you come and get some, bro? Seriously, you gay R15 piece of shit.
What?
I
What are
don't
you mad
know.
at?
What are y'all fighting about again?
I just don't like people who talk shit.
Oh. What are you mad at?
If I have something to say, I'll say it straight to his face. I don't care. I won't wait till he's gone to say something. I'll just tell him what I think.
Oh. Butterpie, do you identify as an ape?
Oh, I mean, if we're going on just like the kind of like physiological traits that scientists use to classify things, then we're apes.
Like in the same sense
Wait,
that
wait. Hold on, Christian. Are we apes or are we humans? Which is it?
Well, it depends on if you're asking like ape is just a scientific classification that means certain morphological traits like opposable thumbs and things like that. So we are technically apes by that definition.
Is there a law of non-contradiction?
I don't know what that means.
In logic, is it possible for one thing to be two things?
Yes.
I don't know the answer to that.
I can't be both an ape and a human because I lack characteristics that would differentiate me. Like if I was to sleep with an ape, do you think I could procreate?
No.
Oh, well,
I
then
mean,
I don't
technically, a
understand
human
how.
is an ape, so you'd have to sleep with an ape.
I mean, I guess if you want to break the law of non-contradiction. I suppose that would make sense.
Well, ape is like a
Except for,
category.
except for like if I was to sleep with an ape that had fur as opposed to an ape that didn't, do you think I would be able to procreate?
No, of course not.
So but we're not the same thing, I guess.
Well, no, I mean, but like mammals are all mammals, but they're not all the same thing.
Right, and I'm not an ape.
I mean, ape is just an anatomical classification.
Right, and I'm not an ape.
Okay.
But they also say humans are fish. Identify.
Yeah, we're also fish. Are you a pike?
That actually is a very funny comparison. Let me answer my phone call real quick. Hold on. Hello?
JR-15 took off.
But you identify as a fish. PC Meyer says we're still fish.
PC Meyer says we're still fish.
Yeah, he's late to my.
I don't know, man. We have bonefish that have lungs now, I guess. Scuppers. They're kind of an invasive species.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Is GR-15 back?
Are you there, Clay?
Yeah.
Are you alright, little guy?
Yeah. I'm just upset that Dustin's cyberbullying.
That I let it out about your tramp stamp.
What the fuck?
You have a tramp stamp. That's what it is. Are you sore from your tramp stamp? Yeah, the GR-15 right there. Ooh, you scary me, GR-15. You little bitch, dude.
This is what I use
That's
when
scary.
the sun goes down, you guys.
When you wanna ram it up your ass and pull the trigger.
When I want to ram it up your ass and make you
GR-15. Yeah, bring it on, little bitch. You need a gun.
when I ram up your ass and you have an orgasm.
Bro, we can meet up. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Just somebody take me up on an opportunity to fight.
What are you
please.
gonna do
Just one.
to meet up
I'll
with me?
fight
Like
you.
dig a bunch of
I'll fight you.
holes to get a bus ticket?
I'll just knock you in your face a bunch of times. I promise you that will happen. I'm not even kidding, dude. Just take me up on the offer. We'll find out. I'm not afraid of you, Clay.
You wish.
Dude, I'm serious. I will take you up on that offer. You think you're hard? Let's find out.
A gay guy is trying to threaten me.
Gay R15 over here.
He's like
Fuck
when
up,
the sun goes down.
You little bitch. You little bitch.
He's like the only thing I love more than
Talk your shit, motherfucker. Yeah, the sundown on the tramp stamp that's on your back, bro.
Everybody's up.
You little bitch. Just take me up on my offer, Clay. Like, I'm serious. Like, you're a trucker. I'm sure you can find your way over here. Yeah, I'll hold you down. I will. You'll be out, and then I'll go in, and it'll be over quick because I can't last that long.
No.
Yeah, you'll be my little tramp stamp, my little gutter slut. I'll make you my gutter slut, buddy.
Shut up, Dustin. You're a Calvinist.
Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you
I'll
want it?
take you and
Do want
Tim on at the same time.
Dude, if you don't, I won't need Tim, bro. Seriously, bro, I'm serious. You want to do this? I will meet you. I will save money. I'll buy a ticket. We will meet up and we will watch, bro. I'm serious. You want to do it?
When you're all sore
do you want to do it,
kicked.
bro? You won't. You're gonna get this shit knocked out of you.
Hold on, you guys.
You sit on your ass in a truck, bro. I'm serious. If you want to do this, we can set it up.
Well,
I'm dead serious. I am not. I am not even joking, bro. Let's do this.
Okay, hold on, you guys. Clay, what you doing?
I'm not playing, Clay.
Oh,
You're
Clay,
playing.
Do you got TV?
No, bro. We can meet up.
You couldn't handle it, dude.
Dude, you're a little bitch.
You're soft.
I'm serious.
You're
We can meet up. We'll find out. Let's find out. Let's find out.
The day you was born,
Let's find
been a
out, bro.
bitch.
Let's find out, bro. Pick a time and a place. I'll meet you. I promise I'll be there. I will be there. Pick a time and a place, bro. I'm serious.
No, you won't.
I'm dead serious right now. I'll be there. I will meet you. I will meet you, bro. We can do this. I promise. We can do this, bro. Please, just take me up on my offer. Just once. Just once, try me.
Whoa.
Just once, motherfucker. Let's do this.
Dustin, hold
Please,
on.
please, give me
We're
a time
going
and
up
a
to
place.
Ira Township,
Just
Michigan.
give me a time and a place, bro. I'm serious.
Name it. You name it.
I
I'll
will
be
take
there.
everything out on your face. No, you got to do it, bro. I'm the one that's being aggressive here. I want you to pick
You won't
it.
take
Go
shit
ahead,
out.
bro.
The
Let's
only
do
thing
this,
that'll get taken out is I'll take out the trash.
bro. Let's
know what I'm
find
saying?
out. Let's find out. You want to run your mouth? Let's find out. Stop running your mouth. Let's do this for real, dude.
I miss.
Stop running your mouth.
Because your
Let's do
go-to
this.
is always to
Take
threaten
the time
people,
and
and it's
space.
like you
No,
I'm
obviously
not
have no
threatening.
idea who you're talking
This is
to.
an offer. I don't care who I'm talking to, bro. I will throw down with you. I'm not
You
afraid.
will.
Let's do this.
Dustin, calm down, buddies. I don't want you guys to hurt each other or anything.
Clay,
Alright.
fucking.
You name a location.
No, dude. The terms are
Gotta
you
be a
name a
halfway
location.
point.
I will meet you.
Downtown
The
Chicago.
terms are you
Where do
name
you
the
live?
location.
What's your city and state?
Everett, Washington.
All right. I go to Grandview, Washington once in a while. I don't know how
Let's
far
meet
that
up.
is. But let's meet up at Grandview at the Walmart DC. And then I'll teach you how
right.
to be a man.
When? What date?
I don't know. The next time I have to go there.
Let me know, bro. I'll meet you.
All right.
Let's move on
Find
to-
out.
But you better not bitch out or I'm going to put it on blast all over YouTube.
Let's move on.
Put it on blast, bro. Let's find out.
Fellas, let's move to a different subject.
Well, yeah, we'll talk something different. Clay, nice house. You got TV? HD?
Who, me?
Yeah.
He's got the LG HD fucking
Yeah.
gay R15.
All right. No more cussing, please.
Stop it, Dustin. Behave yourself.
Dustin's just a hater.
I just
I'm
don't
sorry
want
that you
guys-
guys-
I hate you, bro.
You
That's
still
fine.
never answered, Dustin. What color is your Harley?
My Harley, it's pink with little streamers.
Mine's black.
Do you got a smart TV, Clay? You're frozen, Clay.
Yeah.
Does anyone need a hug? What do you say? Dustin, do you need a hug? Come over here and give a hug.
No, I'm fine, bro. I just don't like people who talk shit.
Okay,
I'm not a fan.
That's the name, the place, and time.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. The right
Azzo's dealing with all kind of health problems, and he could probably still whip me because I'm so out of shape.
Oh, hi, Lupin. Nice meeting
Yo.
you had there, new guy.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Fuck the
Happy
French, am I right?
Stop cussing on the stream.
Who you talking to? Who you talking to?
You.
Tell Gangster Ghost to tell them to not tell people not to cuss. This is Gangster Ghost.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, Lupin.
Exactly.
Happy
He wants to meet up and throw hands.
Bro, I'm serious.
For real.
Dude, I'm dead
Who
serious.
wants to throw-
I'm
who
not
wants to throw
joking with you.
hands?
I want to throw hands with
Dustin?
Claire, with gay R15 over here. Gay
He's
R
like, "Oh, I'm gonna
faggot.
throw hands."
Okay,
Bro, let's do
okay,
it.
Dustina.
When the sun, my dad was a sundowner. When the sun went down, he would rape men.
I'm going to rate you.
You got a long.
I'm just letting you know, bro. Ahead of
Dustin
time.
was born as a
Guys,
sundowner. That
Logan
explains
does
so
not
much.
like this kind of confrontation on his stream.
Just because you're from Spain doesn't mean you're Spanish.
I mean,
Ugh.
yeah, that is
Are you
kind of the
fucking
truth,
retarded?
right?
Like Spanish
if
doesn't
I was
mean you're
born in
from
Spain-
Spain.
If I was born in Spain to a couple of, like, it doesn't even matter, dude. Well, shut the fuck up, bro.
It
Negro.
doesn't
Why don't you
matter.
just
You would be a
fight-
Spanish
why don't-
national, like a Spanish
why don't-
citizen.
Why don't you just fight me? Why don't you just shut your mouth
If
and
you were
fight me,
born
bro?
in Spain by some Negroes, would that make you a Negro, or would you be a Spanish Negro?
You would be what do they call it? An African Spaniard is what you would be.
A Spigger?
Yeah.
Huh?
Something like that. I don't know. I just made that one up.
We can
You're
tell.
so fucking stupid. Just because you were born in America, that doesn't mean you're American.
Dang, man, dude, you got me there.
Stop cussing on the stream.
Sorry.
Yeah, Dustin, stop.
Hey, Christian. Fuck.
Hey,
He beat me to it.
but Clay, you got a
What?
TV?
Yeah, I got a TV, dude.
Wow. Can you hook up to the YouTube? Oh, wow. What are you watching there, little guy? About the TV?
I don't know. She's watching something.
Oh. Call him Berserker now. Woo! Watch. Oh, you know that guy Jesus is Lord guy? I've been on his show the other day. He was, he was talking about this one guy. Oh, Big Ben Mama has a challenge.
The second person to challenge me in 5 minutes. Okay. Actually, I would love to meet up with BBM. I find him to be a fascinating individual.
Oh, are you right, Dustin? Don't be mad, buddies. Just want to keep it calm. Azel. No, sorry, Clay.
What did I say that made Dustin join so hostile? Because I didn't realize. Was it because the Spanish being from Spain thing?
I don't know. But Clay, is it true you're rich?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm not rich. My wife is.
Oh, she have a lot of money?
That's why I'm with such an old hag. I'm just kidding.
But she's rich?
My wife bought me a truck, and I just like drive around and try not to waste too much money, and then she goes to work.
Oh. Like just like Butter Pike.
Yeah, everybody knows that Tammy's the breadwinner around here.
Yeah.
Do you ever stay home with your newborn, like just you, and let your wife go do
No.
stuff?
What are you, gay?
Dude, I did it on the weekend. I was like,
We are
this sucks.
15. I'm joking. I'm just joking with you, Clay.
Sucks. I took my kid shooting, and I had to like put little earplugs in her and her ears. I'm like, man, I can't wait till these kids can like walk and talk and stuff, and then we could actually do more stuff.
Yeah, it's cool having kids. How you liking it so far?
I don't know, dude. I don't think you're like, oh, it's cool. I feel like it's one of those things where like everyone who has kids, they just want everyone to be miserable. So they're like, yeah, it's the best.
No, honestly, I mean, you haven't gotten to these stages yet, but honestly, when your kids start like doing stuff like to have fun, like going fishing or camping or shopping or whatever, you really do realize like that it's more enjoyable for you to watch them enjoy it than it was for you to enjoy it on your own.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. We got a camper this year, and then I'm probably going to buy a boat.
Boats cost so much unnecessary money. My dad has bought boats my whole life. I hate boats.
I'm going to get like a fishing boat though, mainly. But it could also be like for recreation too, you know?
Fishing is recreation.
Well, you know, I mean like tubing or something.
No, I know what you mean. That
But
really
I want
is
a
the
big
coolest
ass,
part of
I
being
want a
a parent,
150
like,
horse.
Like when you take your kids camping, like it's more fun watching them camp than it was for you to camp. Like it really is cool. Like that's one thing about being a parent that people who don't have kids really never get to appreciate is like when you go catch a big bass, that's cool. But when you see your kid catch a bass, oh, it's like 10 times better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What if they catch a pike?
I've never caught a pike, but I've heard it's fun to fish for pike.
They're big up north, like Michigan. They're all over. And then like
Your
Wisconsin,
old lady
Minnesota.
caught a pike.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I predicted that joke, Dustin.
Is it true, Christian, that Pike is actually not your last name when you were born, but you took your wife's name when you guys got married?
Yeah, it's true.
You hyphenated? You hyphenated. You're telling me you hyphenated. What?
He's just carried on.
What? Christian? What? Like, I didn't. Okay, look. There are many things that I would have given you credit for. This isn't one of them. What's
This is
going on
nonsense.
here?
I'm so normal that my cult stuff is barely detectable. Thanks, Missing Mom.
Oh.
What's up with all the Mexican girls liking chickens?
I don't know.
What?
Like this. Ah! Oh, sorry. See?
Oh, so who wants to help me troll Lupin like every show for the next month?
I know somebody who could probably get him to let you on.
You know, we need to arrange this, Clay. Because look at me for a second, Clay. Look at me. You know that you value the lulls more than you value Lupin's friendship.
What about this lady?
Lupin, though, like, you guys don't give him a chance, but he's actually like one of the smarter people on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely never gave him a chance to figure that out.
You
Like-
are
like, compared to,
literally the
like-
only person I know that says that. The only one.
Because you don't know him. Maybe it's because you guys
No,
are so dumb you can't see.
That's a possibility. I'm willing to accept that as a possibility. Now, can you provide anything to back that?
So, like, Lupin would never ever say, just because you're from Spain doesn't mean you're Spanish.
Oh.
Well, that's probably because he wouldn't consider the fact that there might be tourists.
I know, but that's like how the rule of the world is. Like, if you were a tourist in America and gave birth, your kid would be an American citizen by birthright. So they would technically be an
I'm not
American.
exactly sure that that's exactly correct.
It is exactly correct.
I mean, I imagine that that's the practice.
The only
generally.
way it would not be correct,
You
the
see
only
how,
way,
like, yeah, blah blah blah. The only way it wouldn't be correct.
the
is if
only way
law
is if you were born on
the
a
only
U.S.
way,
military
the only way
base.
that the law would be incorrectly interpreted, possibly. Maybe
It's
that
not even interpreted. It's like
the Supreme Court interpreted it. Well, that's how they do things, right? Because in order for there to be a method of exercising the Constitution, there has to be a method for interpretation, right?
yeah, the Constitution states that like being born on American soil makes you a citizen, naturalized at birth.
What does being a citizen mean? Subject to the laws thereof, right?
Being an American.
No, it's
Well,
being
no, it's not subject to the laws thereof because if you're
Look
here
up the
as a
definition.
tourist, you're still like subject to the law.
Look up
You're
the
not above the
definition.
law because you're not from here.
Look up the definition. Look up the definition of citizen.
It's like where you claim your nationality.
Look up the definition. Look up the definition of citizen. Look up the
Gangster,
definition.
look
of
up the
citizen.
definition of citizen, gangster, and like share your screen.
Gay R15. Oh, you know everything.
Sundowner.
Gay R15. What are you trying to tell me about your tramp stamp again?
Shut up. Logan, why would you tell him I had a tramp stamp?
And it goes around the gang, bro. I didn't have to hear it from him.
He was the only one who knew.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It
Unless
says
he was the tattoo artist.
a legal requirement, subject or national of a
Subject.
state or
Well, see,
common-
national
Subject
of
to
the
what?
state.
Subject to what?
subject or nationality of a state or commonwealth or either.
Oh yeah, nationality to a state or commonwealth or country.
What does it say subject to?
It says subject or national.
It doesn't say subject to what? Where did you get this definition from?
It's on.
Well, that's the freaking definition, dude. Everybody is subject to the law.
No, there's many different
If you go to any
definitions.
country in the world, you're not allowed to break the law because you're not a citizen.
Are you familiar with the many different types of dictionaries there are?
It's Oxford.
Oxford Dictionary? Does it
Yeah.
say? Well, does it specify? Well, I have to see what you're reading. But there's a clause in there that states you have to be subject to the law. That is one of the necessary requirements.
That's your
to being
weird
a
sovereign
citizen.
citizen talk, man. But that's not how it works.
It's legal.
That is exactly how that works.
requirement,
Then how come
sub-
Brittany Griner got charged? How come all these
How
people get
come-
charged?
How come frickin' what's his name? Bill Cosby gets off on shady dealings with a prosecutor, bro. You don't know what you're talking
Because he's
about.
rich and got
You really-
money.
You don't know.
You don't know what you're talking about, which is clear by his
Absolutely.
definition that he just read to everybody.
I'm not sure that he got the definition from the proper place.
It doesn't matter. Citizen has like one meaning.
subject to the laws of the jurisdiction that you're under. That's
No,
what
it was
means.
calling the citizen themselves a subject.
Subject to what, though? What are you subject? There's no kings, so what is there left to be subjected to? What is it, Clay?
Yeah, but that
If
doesn't make
there's no
sense.
king, if there's
I know
no
what you're
king, what
saying,
are
but
you
it doesn't make
subjected to?
sense. It sounds like very low
Oh.
IQ.
Yeah, I imagine to someone who has very low IQ, everything sounds very low IQ.
I don't know. I have a high enough IQ to figure out how to not dig holes for a living.
You mean sit on your ass and let the truck do the work? Yeah, you're special, bro. Like, I couldn't do that. Like, if I didn't have the time
I
and
don't think you
patience to put
could,
up
or
with
you would
people's
be doing it.
bullshit. Yeah, I don't like people's bullshit, and I know that you like that shit
So
on tap.
why not get a job
you
where
just
you like
take it
are
by
all
the
alone
phone.
all day?
Dustin.
I do. I am all alone all day. What are you talking about?
Legal requirement, subject or
Subject to
national
nation of the state of the Commonwealth, either
Oh, it's
native.
saying a national.
Yeah.
What? But it doesn't say what to be subjected to, right?
It's saying they're a recognized subject. It's not saying they're subjected to anything. It's saying they
in order to be a subject, right? And when we're talking about the English language, what does it mean to be a subject? To be subjected to something, correct?
Not necessarily. If we're talking about the subject.
Oh, so there's another meaning to the word subject. Can you explain that to me and expand?
Well, like that meaning right there. The subject in question, meaning they're like, so they're the person
Subject meaning that it would be under the purview and control of the individual who has the subject, right? Being subjected to, right? That is the definition of the word, is it not? Clay?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, you don't know.
Look up the definition of subject now.
That must be too low IQ, I guess.
I don't know, man. You're the one who says you have to be subjected to the law to be a citizen there.
You do.
You know, we're American citizens. What if we were in international water? We could do whatever we want and then come back to America and never be prosecuted.
I mean, that was a brilliant counterpoint there, bro. That completely destroyed my argument. Okay.
Well, it is. It does completely destroy your argument.
Yeah, if
you
you're
don't
retarded.
have to be a citizen to be subjected to like the law of the land that you're on.
Dear God in heaven, there's multiple requirements.
You're like being born there.
But the one that matters the most is being subject to the laws therein, dude. That's just a fact. If you're a citizen, you're subject to the laws. Right?
There's people in America that are not citizens, but they still have to follow the laws.
To a degree, I imagine. Yeah, but I mean,
degree.
No, that's not true.
Besides the fact of like being here legally, but like there's people here legally that aren't citizens that, you know, are subject to the laws.
That's absolutely not true.
It is true.
No, that's absolutely not true. There's illegals to this day that are enjoying legal jobs without the proper requisite documentation to enjoy them.
Yeah, no, but they're still subject to the law. They can't kill people.
They're subject
or
even
people.
though. So you mean the laws that you like is the ones that you mean to be subject?
I'm talking about all the laws. Speeding.
Oh, except for being a legal person in this country. That law doesn't count.
No, dude, you just don't get it.
Oh, I don't get it. That makes sense.
Yeah, there's no point in explaining it.
To what? What
Everybody viewing right now, everyone viewing right now realizes like where you're coming from.
That's a good thing. That means I'm getting my point across. Dipshit.
What?
That means I'm getting my point across, dipshit. That's a good thing. That's how things work in the real world. When people understand what I'm saying, that means my point
doesn't make sense.
In what way?
In every way. You just said this is the definition.
So you're saying that I can be a citizen of this country and not subject to the laws.
No, I'm not. But I'm saying you don't have to be a citizen to be subject to the law.
No. Who said anything about being required to be? What are you talking about?
You did. You said that's the only definition.
I said that's maybe I did.
Dustin, guys. The only definition is you're subjected to the law, and that's what makes you a citizen.
Which is true.
Huh? I don't know.
Anyway, Clay. So, can you give me a time and like a specific time? Because I really want to get this over with, bro.
Whenever you want, and it's not Clay.
You want to do it next? Gay? Yeah, I know. It's gay R15.
Outsider.
It's gay R15. I know. I thank you for correcting me.
I'm gonna sundown you.
Yeah, you're gonna go down on me.
I'm gonna sundown
I
you
might be
after a hard
interested in
day of
that.
digging holes, guys.
Anyway, yeah. So, in order to be a citizen, you have to be subject to its laws. That is the definition.
The only definition. Everybody watching, feel free to Google that, and then you can learn something.
Again, Clay, like I give a shit about what anybody thinks of me, bro. Like you're over here trying to appeal to a group of people I don't
Because you're
care
trying
about.
to sovereign
I'm
citizen
confused.
stuff.
No, it's if you okay. I mean, I'm okay with thinking that,
You're
Clay.
like,
I'm
I'll
absolutely, dude.
when you
Clay,
threaten people, when you threaten people who have
I'm
autism and like
absolutely
Tiny Tim,
okay
that might
with you
work.
thinking. I'm absolutely okay with you thinking whatever you want. I want to know what time we're gonna meet up. That's what I want.
Whenever you want, dude. I would beat the brakes off you. I could like kill
I'm
you
ready
with my
for
bare
it.
hands.
I am ready for it. Let's see it.
No, you're
I
not.
am
If
so
I met
ready
you right now in person, you would be a scared little bitch.
You would shit your fucking pants. That's what would
Oh, I'm
happen.
sure. You would
I'm
shit.
guaranteeing it. Bro, no. Why?
Difference
Because
between me
you
and
have
you
a
is I could
gun?
actually like meet up with you.
Well, let's do it then, bro. You said you were going to come to Washington. Tell me the time. We can meet up. Leave your guns at home because I'm not bringing any guns. I'm not afraid of you. We can meet up. We can settle this. Yeah, I bet. That's why you were showing me your AR-15. That's why you were showing me your AR-15, right? You think you're going to pin me? You're insane, bro.
Yeah.
You're insane. You're insane.
You're insane. You said you're
Bro,
a convicted felon.
I am a convicted felon. I've been to prison. I've probably been in more fights than you've ever freaking seen in your life. Yeah, I'm convicted felon. Yeah, kind of weird, huh? Yeah, I know. I am a really nice, good person. But Clay's a piece of shit faggot who runs his fucking mouth, and I'm gonna beat his ass.
Clay's a piece of shit faggot.
I really am, bro, dude. I really am gonna beat your ass, bro. I hope you're stupid enough to show up, bro. I really do. I hope you are.
Really hope I don't. Honestly. You secretly are like, I hope this guy doesn't show up.
No fight you two, but I want to talk to someone else. Clay.
So I won that.
Do you think Clay, who do you think is going to be the next pope? You? But what about that? Who do you think is going to be the next pope?
I don't know, but I think if me and Dustin were face to face right now, I'd beat the brakes off him.
No.
I think you'd be running scared, bro. I would slap you silly.
I'd dot him up.
Bro, you did. You're fucking stupid, man. I would slap the piss out of you. I'm serious. You're gonna shit your pants. You will probably have to be hospitalized. I'm not even kidding. You can look me up, Clay. It's not the first time I've done this, and it won't be the last. You can look me up, bro. I've done this before multiple times. I doubt if you've ever actually seen the back of somebody's hand. You fucking sit in a truck all day.
I've never seen the back of someone's hand because they usually see the back of my hand like you will.
Bro, yeah, okay. Okay, let's find out, bro. Please. Please set a time, bro. We already set a place. Just set a time. Let's do this. Please.
You sit in a truck all day and you have a nice rewarding life, and I would rather dig holes because I'm so smart.
What did he? Let's talk about something else. What about That would be
KR
good.
15.
Yeah, I would add a few more. And what do you think of that in UK? They what they ruled, that was awesome. What do you think of what they did? It was awesome.
Where at? In the UK?
Yeah, in the UK. But next, like in July, I'm gonna be going to the first to Universal Orlando, Florida, and then
I'm
to.
excited for you, buddy. I'm excited. I just want you to be careful because going to a
Thank you.
foreign country is kind of dangerous, bro.
Yeah, I
You
know.
got
And
to be
then
careful about who you trust and where you go.
there's one place that my friends coming here from the UK, and after that, I go to Tennessee, and then to no, Wisconsin. What the? Daniel Newman's here. Hi, Daniel Newman. But
You mean
Clyde,
Thomas Crooks?
are you there, Daniel Newman? Clyde.
Yeah, I'm trying to do something.
And then the UK. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. You ever been to the UK, Clay? May?
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh. Have you ever
But
been
I
to?
think it'll be all right. It's not as crazy as like some other countries. I guess it's probably like to America where you don't have to worry.
Oh,
Like at least you don't have a language barrier and stuff.
yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
I mean, that depends on where you are, really. There's slums where
You can meet
like
a
they
wild
have
card.
entire communities that have moved in.
Yeah, you just have to stay
where the
away
bridges are-
from like the Muslim sections.
That's where Dustin would go to. Right, Dustin?
Probably.
He'd take some people on with his bare hands. And he'd start biting them. Just like this guy.
I don't like to fight,
Mr.
Gigi. I just don't like people who run their mouth.
Oh, hi, Lupin.
What happened to Gay
Who run their
R15?
mouth.
I'm ready to fight him. I'm ready to go right now.
Fight.
I'm ready to throw hands. What's up? I'm laying in bed, but I'm still gonna throw some hands. Fuck you,
Shut the
Dustin.
fuck
You,
up,
you get
Listen.
these hands too.
Oh.
I'm not interested in marshmallows.
Not interested in what?
Marshmallows.
Why you so
Marshmallows.
soft, Dustin?
Well,
That's not
Lupin,
me.
it's
That's
true
you,
they,
bro.
The only thing you got hard is your head, bro.
That's true. That is true. My head is not.
Not the one below your waist either. It's just the one your cranium.
Oh. You start laughing, giggling. That's
Say
it.
what now?
They poke your stomach, you start giggling. That's a joke, Wolfie Lupin.
No, if
Like the
you
Pillsbury
poke
Doughboy.
my stomach,
Oh,
no, I might giggle. It's kind of a sensitive area.
you're funny,
Might.
guy.
Might, he says.
Yeah, I just had a bunch of Mexican food right now, so
Oh,
we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
oh, that's nice.
I had carne asada steak, carne asada
From the dollar
burritos
store?
at a business thing. I mean, I have tried those. It gave me diarrhea. Different subject, though.
Oh.
Thank you for letting us know, Dustin. That was very important knowledge.
You
I
asked.
didn't really ask anything.
You asked. I just thought. You said from
All
the
right.
dollar store.
Nah, Clay's here to fight. What's up, Clay? I mean, Gay
Oh.
R15. What's up, dog?
My connection
AR-15.
Throw him up,
sucks.
dog. Throw him up, bro.
Keep this out, Dustin. I carry this every day.
I bet you do.
I do.
I bet you do.
Nothing brings people
Gay
closer to
R15.
Jesus.
That's okay. You can't threaten me with heaven, bro. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of your bullet. I've been shot before, bro. I've been shot before. It's nothing new. Go ahead, pull your trigger, bro.
Where'd you get shot? With a BB gun?
It's in the local news here in Everett. It happened 5 years ago. I got shot in the stomach because dude fucking splashed my tires.
You cheddar bobbed yourself?
He got
No,
them
that
back
didn't
shots,
happen.
bro. He got them back shots from a BBC.
Bro, I'm gonna give you some back shots from my
the-
down
from the-
below seat.
From the Burning Bushes channel.
Yeah.
Dang man, you got shot. You got back shots from Daniel. That's brutal, bro.
You gotta listen to yourself, Dustin. You're like, I've had back shots before. It's like, dude, that doesn't make you look cool. Makes you look gay.
I didn't say that. When did I say that? What are you talking about? I said I've been shot before. I didn't say I was back shot before. What the fuck you talking about, you fucking faggot piece of shit?
Because you
Fuck
said you had a wad. You were like, I had a wad shot all over my back.
Yeah, I bet you had a wad shot all over your face. I bet you fucking smiled when it happened too, huh?
Me and Lupin are the only ones in here who got women at home.
I bet you just take loads right to the face, don't you, gay R15?
No, but
Get
you
loaded.
literally just said you
I
took
Get
a
love
shot.
loaded
mine.
with 5.5 rounds of semen right up in your fucking asshole. I bet you do. That's right where you take that receiver, don't you? You take that banana clip right up the asshole, don't you? I bet you do. I bet you do. You gay R15
You were
piece
like,
of shit.
I've been shot before.
You take that
I've had a
clip
back
right
shot.
up the ass, don't you? Don't you? You say, yeah, I'm not afraid of you, you
You're
fucking
making it
faggot.
sound.
You
You're
pack a
making it
gun.
so
You're showing me
descriptive
your
that you
gun
sound
like it's
like-
supposed to mean something, bro. It just makes me want to fight you more. That's all it does. It just makes me want to fight you more. You're a pussy bitch. You got to show me your gun. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you, fucking faggot. Why don't you pick a time and a place? Let's meet up. Don't show me your guns and act like it's going to intimidate somebody. It doesn't intimidate anybody. It just pisses me off.
Meet up with someone
Let's
in America
fucking
when they
meet.
don't drive and they don't like have money to meet.
Dustin wants to fight you naked.
Bro, that just
in
sounds
baby
like a
oil.
fucking excuse. Yeah, let's get
That's not
naked
an
and fight,
excuse.
Clay.
See, I
Let's
told
get naked
you.
and fight, bro.
It's just like
Bro, I'm dead serious. Let's do it. Do you keep
How
your
about
guns
this?
at home?
How about
We'll
this?
meet
We
up. How about
actually
you
have a
shut
real
your fucking
fight.
mouth and pick a time? Yeah, dude,
How
we
about we have
will.
a man
I will
fight?
fight you.
Listen,
yeah, dude,
we could.
shut your fucking
Well,
mouth.
listen.
Pick a
Shut
time
up
and a
and
place.
listen.
No, I'm not gonna
Shut up, backshot
listen to you.
boy, and listen.
I want to fight you. I'm not listening to you.
sundown
I'm not
backshot
listening to
boy.
you. We
Settle
can
down,
meet
backshot
up,
boy.
and all this
We'll
shit
meet
goes
up.
away.
We'll meet up at like a actual place that's like a ring, like a MMA gym or something, and we'll YouTube it. And whoever loses, the other person gets to pick a tattoo that the other person has to get on their lower back.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm not
I'll
doing all that
facilitate
shit.
it. I'll
This is about a fight. It's not about.
It's
It's
a
not
fight,
about a
and
bet.
whoever
I'm not
loses
into
has to
this.
get a lower back tattoo picked out by the winner.
This is. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not even gonna go.
Why?
I
If you're so
don't
sure
need to
to
do
win.
all that
sound
extra
like a
shit.
pussy.
I'm
Why
not
not?
into it,
Yeah.
friend Clay. I'm not into this to try and be your friend. I want you to stop running your fucking mouth. That's it. If you stop shut, you're not even gonna say that, dude. I want to fight you. Let's just fucking fight, and then you
All
can
right.
keep running your mouth if you want. But don't run your mouth about me, motherfucker. Fucking faggot ass mouth, right? Because I'll say everything I gotta say. And if you want to fucking
Let's see it
fight,
right
we
to
can
the
fight,
face, through a screen, through a black screen.
bro.
Gangsta goes,
I will
who would win
fucking
between
fight
a fight,
you.
you or Dustin?
I'm sure you will, champ. And then you'll take them back shots. Like you've had before.
I guess we're gonna find out, gay R15. But we won't
Dang.
find out until you pick a time and a place.
Dustina's gonna wake
They
up
call
like
it the gay
a
R15
glazed
because it's going to
donut.
shoot shots all over her back again for the 7th time.
You can mouth you want. Here, pick a time.
You know how immediately gay someone is when they're like, I've been shot?
In the back. You know?
That's like the ultimate.
You know
Like,
how gay it
Multiple times.
is to show somebody who's offering you to fight your guns.
I wasn't
You
threatening
like
you. I
you're
was just
trying to
like, oh,
intimidate
you should
somebody.
call me gay R15.
Your guns don't scare me, bro. Well, why bring them out? Why try and show me your
You
guns?
understand
I ain't worried
where
about
my
your
channel
guns.
comes from.
Your guns don't mean a fucking thing to me, dude. They're not intimidating. They
Well,
don't
they
mean
should.
anything. They mean that you're intimidated. If you got to pull out guns and show me because you don't like what I'm saying, you're a fucking faggot piece of shit, bro. I mean, that's
Let's
just
see
the
your
bottom
guns.
fucking
Let's see your
line.
guns, Dustin. Where are your guns at, Dustin?
I don't even
Yeah.
own a gun. I don't own a gun.
Oh,
I don't need one.
Because you got a few. No, it's because you got a couple felonies, don't you?
It's because he doesn't
well,
believe in the idea
actually,
of guns, he said.
actually, one of the reasons I don't own a gun is because I have a felony, but that's a different story.
No worry, we all know.
I thought, why would you have a felony if you represented yourself?
But I wouldn't. because I was what 18 at the time and I didn't have a proper understanding of the law at the time.
No.
So why didn't you sue back for your to just
Why didn't you
expunge
just
your
say you're not a
felony?
citizen of America, so you're not subject to the laws?
Why don't you just go and get it expunged now? Since
Not how that
it's been like what
works
15 years
anyway.
since then. You could get that expunged and off your record.
I know a guy who does expungements, and it costs like 10 grand for a
Why is
felony.
that any of your business? Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it. Is because it costs so damn much.
It's
Because
worth it. I guess
once
it ain't really worth it unless you want to own guns or travel.
I mean, I could own a gun without having to fucking do any of that bullshit. It wouldn't matter. Like, the cops aren't going to search me in this town. I've sued the cops here and
It's not
won.
legal. Don't you want to flex
So
your ARs on
what?
live
So
streams? Like
what?
Logan?
It's not legal to outlaw my gun rights either, but they're doing that.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you
That is a
talking
good
about, you
point.
fucking retard? I don't. Why are you fighting me, Trey? Clay, I don't have
That's a good
anything
one.
against you. I don't know you from a fucking hole in the ground. Why you gotta
Oh my
come
god,
at me?
Lupin is threatening me. Lupin just pulled out an AR. He's threatening.
Okay.
It's a prop. It's a prop. That's actually my
Yeah.
Theragun right here. You know, these things really help for your muscles.
Lupin, do you keep a gun in your bathroom, like by your toilet?
There's
We
always
do.
one within arm's reach.
That's how I am.
I
Ugh.
mean, you
But you
never.
gotta worry about shit. And Dustin doesn't understand because you're like not into guns, but it's not about like,
You don't,
oh, be a
dude.
man. It's that like I don't
My
want my wife to get
entire
fucking raped, so I keep guns around.
my entire family has been in the military
Does
on my father's
witchcraft.
side
Then why
for
don't you join
like
the military?
generations because I know what it's all about. And that's a different story. You think I don't know guns? You
No,
think
I don't
you
know.
really think that I don't know gun? You think that I
Dustin, we
haven't
want to see
shot
these
or
guns. Where are these guns at,
what is
man?
it? What is it that you think about me, Clay? How you have all these opinions about someone you don't know any
I don't know why
fucking
you're
thing
talking about your
about.
whole family being in the military when you definitely don't have a letter from Donald Trump on your wall.
You
What
might as
the
well not
fuck
even
does
be
that have to
American.
do with
Donald
anything?
Trump, but it's probably auto
GG.
pen.
GG.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy
Oh,
the topic that's being discussed right now?
of course he does.
Nah.
No? I'd
What else,
recommend that you shut the show down, buddy. It's
what
probably
else
not
would
going
you
to
like
get
to talk
anywhere better
about?
than this right
Canadian
now. I would recommend
lesbian
that you
Canadian.
shut the show down, buddy.
Yeah.
Probably a
Yeah.
good
Why?
idea.
You better shut it down because